Hi, Joe Cerrone.
And Al Rosen.
Welcome to CAD-118 Advanced AutoCAD in our weekly Zoom classroom meeting. Alrighty, so as we look at our outline of topics, we're in Chapter 5, Module 5, Quiz number 5. And the learning objectives are to use these 3D poly commands, extrude, loft, revolve, and sweep commands. And so as we work with our CAD skills, we're going to work on these exercises. And so one of them is this extrusion path. They call it the arc path. Another one is this lofted project of a base. And then we have this ice pick is what I called it. And then we have a bonus exercise, which is an architectural drawing model. We have videos of all the exercises linked here. And then you'll need to practice file geometry from the CD of the author. And so we've included that here as well. We look at the content area in module 5. Here's our drawings. And so what we'll do is we'll download the drawing file. And then I'm going to show what I have already. And then we'll open that, and then we'll create the geometry based on what we're working on. So when I go back to my downloads and I open that, we have this exercise right here. And essentially we can create different sub-object editing and different geometries. And so you download those files, and here's the video file. And so if we look at the teacher file, and so we can look at things like creating threads or helix commands. And so you can see the visibility of those helixes, and orientation to the user coordinate is key in working in 3D with Autodesk products. And so we're putting everything onto the title block. They're pretty straightforward. When we go through and we work these exercises, and so we have teacher videos for those exercises, and we'll go through and create those different geometries. And here's our videos for the other ones as well. We can do things like extruding along a path. Here's our architectural exercise. And you can see it does some really great things. You can taper along the extrusion path and create some of these architectural elements. And so the videos are set for you. The chapter itself, creating complex solids and surfaces. If we were to take a quick look at the textbook readings, we're introduced to these solid modeling commands, and then the best way to use those. And so they'll look at some techniques. I like the ability to create helixes. And so you can use helixes to model threads. We'll oftentimes revolve a thread, triangular shape that has the major and minor diameter to create threads. And then we'll take a look at 3D polylines and helixes. basic extrusions, profiles and profile paths, as we looked at in our video, taper and extrude commands. Loft commands are really quite interesting. Here's something that looks kind of like a bell. And so what it'll do is it'll create these different shapes, and it'll use things like guide curves and different geometry along a path to create those different shapes. And here's our loft command, creating that vase in our ice pick using a revolve command. And then just some other things as far as alignments and being able to work with 3D and some of the 3D commands. Alrighty, back to the D2L. If we look at module 5, we're on task. We're going to create these 3 drawings on the B-size mechanical title blocks. And then this one would be bonus. Okay, back to the main splash page. Al, is there anything else that we want to talk about?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty then. Remember, if you need extra support or assistance, you can email us in D2L and we can set up a Zoom meeting, or you can come in person at some of the student support hours that we have designated in our splash page. Then I'm going to end the Zoom meeting and we'll open things up for questions.